Hello, friends. Welcome to Unacademy. This is me, Dr. Sidharth Arora. And friends, today it is my honor and a great opportunity for me to introduce to you a known faculty, a very, very known educator in the field of economics for UPSC Civil Service Examination. With me is Mr. Pratik Gupta, and he is going to be teaching you. So, great opportunity for all of you to know your educator, to know कि प्रतीक गुप्ता सर आपके लिए क्या लेकर आएंगे in regards to the preparation with economics, and he will be onboarded on Unacademy. तो आज इनका first day है on Unacademy, and what does he bring for you? What is the edge that he will bring for you? What is his expertise? What are his ideas for you? We will get to know straight from Pratik Gupta sir. Pratik Gupta sir, welcome to Unacademy.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm very well, Pratik sir. How are you?
I'm
Please
doing
आप
good.
बताइए. Learners are all there. Want to know about you, sir.
I'm perfectly fine, sir. So basically, I'm going to join Unacademy, and I'm going to take the paper number 3 in General Studies section, Economics, which people consider the most toughest one and the most technical one. So with my teaching experience for the last 10, 11 years, so I'll try my best to help the candidates to make the things very simple, so that they will be able to understand things very simply, and they will be able to do really well in the GS paper number 3.
Great. प्रतीक सर, ऐसा मुझे तो इकोनॉमिक्स वगैरह ज़्यादा कुछ आता नहीं है. ओके, लेकिन मैं फिर भी इतना तो देखा था कि इस बार जब हमने अनअकैडमी ने द फर्स्ट व्यू देखा था विद द प्रीलिम्स सिविल सर्विस एग्जामिनेशन, तो आपका क्या विचार है कि यूपीएससी सिविल सर्विस एग्जामिनेशन में इकोनॉमिक्स का क्या पैटर्न चेंज हो रहा है? व्हाट आर द चैलेंजेस फॉर द एस्पिरेंट्स, एंड क्या डिफरेंट हो रहा है ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ इयर्स? व्हाट आर योर ऑब्जर्वेशंस विद रिगार्ड्स टू व्हाट
See, sir, first of all, there is no set pattern for the UPSC, civils examination. Like every year, they're being surprising the students with different elements. Like for example, last year, the questions in the prelims examination from the economics section were very technical. But this year, the questions were comparatively more conceptual in nature. So I won't say there is some sort of pattern. It's just that you need to prepare the complete economic section very comprehensively. So you need to build your concept, and moreover, you also need to build your thinking. So unless until you are not good in both the things, you will not be able to attempt the paper. Secondly, sir, that first of all, it doesn't matter whether the paper is being kind of very technical or conceptual. The point is, as we people are aware, that the cutoff in the prelims paper is around 86 marks last year. So that is around 43, 44%. So even if the paper is really tough, I would say, attempting around 6 question out of 10 is not really difficult. So just that, if your concepts are clear, if you have good amount of understanding about the subject, if you've covered everything which is being asked by UPSC in the last year papers, like the pattern of the topics which is normally being targeted by UPSC, for example, banking, fiscal policy, inflation, capital market, foreign trade, foreign exchange. These kind of topics are normally being asked. So the point is, you need to prepare these topics comprehensively. So if you're preparing comprehensively, then it won't be very difficult if any kind of question will be asked by UPSC in the prelims paper.
That is wise words, sir. Pratik sir, my second question, and I'm just trying to reflect upon the thought processes of thousands of aspirants जो हमको इस time पे watch करे. So, what is your suggestion with regards to time management? कि economics को अलग से पढ़ा जाए, कि combination में पढ़ा जाए, कि पहले पढ़ा जाए या बाद में पढ़ा जाए? Is there anything that you would like to suggest, considering that you are about to teach our aspirant friends very soon on an academy platform? So, do you want to advise them कि कब पढ़ना है, किसी combination में पढ़ना है, किसी और subject के साथ पढ़ना है, or whatever? Because the learners really would love to hear from you.
See, sir, first of all, there is no such rule. It basically depends upon and vary from candidate to candidate. Like certain students, who are having economics background, they found economics comparatively very easy, and they can start any point of time. Like whether they want to start in the beginning, they want to start in the middle, or they want to simply take the subject in the end. But yes, those students who are from science background and those students from humanities background, they found economics comparatively tough, because the subject is more technical, and moreover it requires a lot of updations. So I normally suggest those students who are from science backgrounds and from humanities background to take the economics little later, not like that in the very beginning you'll start with a very tough subject. So it's always better like once you will complete a subject like polity, or you will complete history or a geography part, then you can simply take up the economics. And sir, always, it is always advisable that you should take the, at least two subjects together, because if you simply keep on following one subject all the time, then you will start facing कि यार एक ही चीज में पढ़े जा रहा हूँ, it's a lot of monotonous kind of things will appear. So it's always better you should go in combination, and you should take two subjects, like any combination you can take. Like with the economics, which is a technical subject, you can take history, which is a more theoretical subject, or you can also take polity, because certain areas you will find that some sort of connection is in between the economics and polity part. तो जैसे आप कहेंगे कि आप बजट पढ़ रहे हैं, so when you read article 112 of the Constitution of India about the annual financial statement, so you have certain connections with the fiscal policy, because in fiscal policy we also need to read about the appropriation bill, we also need to read about the finance bill, about the expenditure part, income part. Then you also need to read about article 116 about the vote on account. So these kind of things are always a connection when you read polity and economics. So it totally depends upon you, like whether you want to have the combination of these two subjects, or any combination which basically suits you.
Great. Pratik sir, I am sure एक क्वेश्चन सब लोग जानना चाहते होंगे.
बोलिए सर.
That question is कि do you want to suggest certain books or source of material for teaching? जब आप पढ़ाएंगे तो do you want the learners जो आपसे पढ़ेंगे to rely on some other course material या some other book या some standard textbook या PDFs? How would you like the supplementary part of your teaching? क्या आप suggest करना चाहेंगे अपने learners को सर?
See, sir, whatever things I am discussing in the class, like the technical part, and the conceptual part. So only with the classes, I would say you will be able to complete around 60 to 70% questions, which is asked by UPSC in the prelims as well as the mains examination. One standard book, which is a kind of a help book, is always suggested, because that will help in terms of covering the theoretical part also. Like for example, there is a book in the market called Indian Economy by Sanjeev Verma. So Sanjeev Verma sir is actually no more. So that book is basically handled by me only. So all the updations in that book I'm doing, but that book is being more important from mains point of view. It is not that important from prelims point of view, because in that book I mainly focused about that how you need to provide good amount of ideas about a particular topic. Then remaining, if we talk about that which book we need to refer from prelims point of view, I would say that in the prelims, like a combination, I normally suggest to the student, you simply go to a shop in Rajendra Nagar area or Karol Bagh area, because you have so many shops who have been providing all the different authors' book for different subjects. So what you need to do, simply go to the shop and ask the shopkeeper that what all books you have for economics for civil service point of view. And then simply go through, give around 10-15 minutes to each and every book and see the language, because every student is having a different sort of understanding. They have a different sort of I'll say कि समझने का थोड़ा level different होता है. So it's always good to simply see all the books, give 10-15 minutes, and then after that, whatever book you think, that I am able to understand, this book is good from my point of view, the language is simple, that all the topics are being covered in the other. So accordingly, you need to choose that, and then you can, simply go for that. Like for example, there is a one book for Indian economy, authored by I.C. Dhingra. So it's a good book. So under that, all the topics have been covered. But the point is, that book which I am referring is not for the civil service, it is for the BCom honors Delhi University point of view. So what you need to do, whatever syllabus you have for the GS paper number 3, you just need to mark those topics and simply complete those topics from that particular book. So it's always advisable to simply decide the book as per your own convenience, because most of the books you will find are being kind of same. They have the kind of a same content. Some books are having extra content. Some books are having comparatively less content. So totally depends upon the candidate.
Great. My next question sir, जो मुझे ऐसा लगता है जो learners को थोड़ी सी problem होती है, ऐसा मैंने सुना, और क्योंकि हमने बहुत सारे educators में हमने session देखा है on Unacademy, आपको क्या लगता है सर, what are the mistakes, what are the usual trappings or the pitfalls with regards to preparation vis-a-vis economics? क्या गलतियां करते हैं learners, aspirants during the course of preparation? What do you want to like point out on those matters?
सर सी देयर आर टू थिंग्स. दो तरह के स्टूडेंट हैं, एक वो जो खुद प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं, दोज वो सेल्फ प्रिपेयरिंग, एंड द सेकंड दोज हु आर जॉइनिंग कोचिंग. ओके, so point is what those who are preparing of their own, then always there is advisable that to simply first of all complete the NCERT part. Okay, and then secondly, you can simply go for one of the standard book. Like you can also refer any institute material if you want to refer, or you can simply refer any particular book like Sanjeev Verma, IC Dhingra, Datan Sundaram, any book you can simply refer. So once you will complete that and your basic understanding about the economy has been developed, then you can simply go for the economic survey and the budget document that has been given by Government of India every year. So point is what, you just need to refer one source, and that one source should be sufficient enough to complete all the topics given in the syllabus of UPSC for the prelims examination as well as the mains examination. Secondly, I would say those two people who have been joining the coaching, one thing which I found normally when I'm teaching in the different institute and as per my their teaching experience, that students are not having good amount of faith in the faculties. So normally when the faculties have been telling them that you just need to refer the class notes and you need to complete just one standard book, they always have this tendency to simply refer the multiple sources. So multiple sources won't help in your preparation. Point is what, if you simply follow one source and you will simply complete that thoroughly, then obviously you have a better chance to complete all the topics, and moreover you will not get confused at all. So it's always advisable to simply follow the class notes if you're joining coaching, and secondly there is only one source, and that could be of any author, which is basically good in terms of completing the syllabus. So point is one source for one subject, that's all.
Great. So, Pratik sir, you've given a great overview of how do you want to address your subject economics for prelims and mains and all the other parts. So, what are the courses that you are going to launch? क्या learners इस time expect कर सकते हैं आपसे कि कौन से courses आ रहे हैं, कौन से compact courses है? Please आप सब learners जो watch कर रहे हैं, आप उनको अपना एक आने वाले वक्त में थोड़ा सा वक्त का टाइम टेबल बता दीजिए ताकि they will be mentally ready when are you starting and what are the topics that you are taking and so on.
See, mainly, sir, we will do the foundation part, like a course which is basically sufficient for both prelims and mains examination, a kind of foundation course. Secondly, at the time of prelims examination, we'll try to launch for only those courses which are more relevant from prelims point of view. And then at the time of mains examination, very few topics which are basically the probables for the mains examination on which we can focus. So these kind of three courses, most probably we are going to launch as a part of our plan for the economic section.
Great. So our learner friends will be very happy. Learners, मैं आप सब लोगों को address करना चाहता हूँ कि Pratik sir will be teaching you economics, and very soon he is launching foundation batches and many other batches for you. And he intends to share his wisdom in a particular way, in a particular approach, and वो सब कुछ आपके ही advantage के लिए. So I'm sure you will have a great learning journey with Pratik sir. Pratik sir, any words of wisdom, anything that you want to share with your learners? I'm sure they will be all ears, sir. Please.
See, there is only one thing: have faith in you and just prepare best, so that things will not be really difficult for you to pass this examination.
Great, short and sweet message from Pratik sir. And friends, give it up for Pratik sir. He is here, and I hope and pray कि आपके साथ उनका जो भी टीचिंग पार्ट है. और सर एक क्वेश्चन आया है, सर ओनली इंग्लिश में पढ़ाएंगे या बाइलिंगुअल पढ़ाएंगे सर? Lokesh asking you, sir.
Currently, I have a plan that I'll go for only English medium. But if it is required, then maybe I'll take also in bilingual courses.
ठीक है लोकेश, आई थिंक आपको आंसर मिल गया है सर. अभी के लिए सिर्फ केवल इंग्लिश में पढ़ा रहे हैं, और हो सकता है आने वाले समय में सर बाइलिंगुअल भी पढ़ाएंगे. करेक्ट सर? यस. Any other questions with friends? Anyone? Pratik sir is here, and I'll give you a few minutes if you want to ask any question, anything that you want to ask your Pratik sir with regards to economics. Subject economics है बेटा कश्यप.
Yes.
So वो शायद लेट ज्वाइन कर रहे होंगे इसलिए होगा. So any other? If not, Then Pratik sir, once more time, a heartiest welcome from everyone at Unacademy, and in the words of Unacademy, let's crack it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, friends.
Okay.